Well, hey guys, Thorzax here. Um, got a little bit of a product review here. Over on TRN, Lower Loaders Network, you go over there and you get into the website, and it'll have a store. And one of the things that James is offering now is these 3D microscope holders for the Lee hardness tester. Now, I don't want to get into a big conversation about how to test hardness. That's not what this is all about. There's a lot of different ways, a lot of different methods, and that's just it. I bought one of these hardness testers when they first came out, and that was long before everybody else started coming up with different ways of doing it. So the deal is with the Lee hardness tester, you get a 20 power microscope with it. And the microscope has a scale, and inside that scale, in increments, it will give you the size of the dye penetrate. And what I mean by the dye penetrate is I mean by the dimple size. You can see a little dimple there. Okay. Now this is linotype. This is one of the silhouette bullets that I cut in half, and I did a tight, dye penetrate. Followed the instructions to the letter, to the book there, and the instructions that Lee sent with their test kit. So anyway, to kind of demonstrate this, is that you position your test sample underneath your microscope. And Bacon also includes a nice little holder for a flashlight. He also includes the flashlight and the batteries. And what you do, you put your light on there, and then what you can do is, comes a little cap. You can put a little cap on your microscope here. And what you do is you lower this down. Okay, let's get it so where we can get the light on it over in this way. Alright, and what you do is you lower it down onto where the dye penetrate is, and it's got a little deal here where you can move it around, okay, and over the scale, alright, and that should give you your reading right there. And my reading on this is 5.2. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to look at 5.2 here, and this should be the Bernal hardness. It's 19.3 to 20.1, and that's the inside hardness of the material. And the reason why they do that, the reason why you cut these in half, because the softest material is going to be in the middle. That's going to be the raw material, the real hardness. The outside of the bullet is going to be harder because it's been exposed to the air. It's it's been cooled rapidly. The inside of the bullet has been cooled internally, so you're going to get a better reading of the actual hardness of the material itself, not necessarily the bullet, but the material itself, okay, by taking that reading from inside. So anyway, this is a handy little device, and what it does is it takes all the handling problems out of it, because you used to have to hold this, okay, outside of the holder, you used to have to hold this thing. Okay, so you used to have to hold this thing and take your little V-block and put it there, and then set this on there, and then sit there and mess around and try to get it zeroed and turn it, and you'd have to hold the light at the same time, and I'll tell you what, it was a real hassle. And this thing right here, it fixes that. Excuse me. You go over to the Reloaders Network, check it out. And believe it or not, you know, it isn't going to break the bank. You know, you're not breaking the bank here on this device. I mean, it is very reasonably priced, and he's including the shipping. And I'm sure that if you have any problems with it whatsoever, all you got to do is just message James, and he'll probably send you a brand new one. So, you know, well worth the money. I think he's going to be asking something like $25 to $30 for it, somewhere around in there. But it comes with everything you need, and it's a nice addition to the lead hardness tester. You know, it's for the lead hardness tester. Okay, well, anyway, this is Thorzak's. I wanted to go ahead and do a little product review here, and you know, give my thoughts on it. So, until the next video.